Hey y'all, what's poppin'? As always, I'm here, my beautiful peeps. Welcome to a brand new episode of Gibson's Night 2, giving you guys the latest and exclusive content on new music, entertainment news, and inspirational quotes by yours truly. I am here. FLO Lifers, FLO Lifers, the debut album, FLO. Access all areas, hands down, period. Recently just got dropped, released on February 15th on a Friday. And of course, as a fan of FLO, I guarantee you guys we did not miss anything out. We have anticipated this amazing debut album, and of course, they have delivered. They have pretty much a plus across the board. I'll say this as a lover of girl groups, and I definitely, when I listen to this album, Access All Areas, I definitely really had a lot of nostalgic moments from this debut album. I've had a lot of like that R&B soul pop vibe, that nostalgia, that really feel good kind of music. But with this debut album from FLO, Renee, Georgia, Stella, they definitely have carved a lane of their own. And I will talk to you guys about my standout tracks, how I feel, and the overall, the production, sonically, musically, and all the above. So, you guys know the drill. Let's get popping as always, shall we? Alright, so there are 16 tracks. Number one is Intro featuring Cynthia Erivo. Number two, AAA. Number three, In My Bag featuring Gorilla. Number four, Walk Like This. Number five, How Does It Feel? Number six, Soft. Number seven, Check. Number eight, On and On. Number nine, Bending My Rules. Number 10, Trustworthy, parentheses, Interlude. Number 11, Call Up. Number 12, IWH2BMX. Number 13, Nocturnal. Number 14, Shoulda, Woulda, Coulda. Number 15, Get It Till I'm Gone. Number 16, I'm Just a Girl. My the tracks that I feel that really hit the ballpark with me are AAA, Walk Like This, How Does It Feel, Check, On and On, Caught Up, IWH2BMX, Nocturnal, Shoulda, Woulda, Coulda. I mean, hands down, period, I just feel like these tracks really are the standout tracks significantly. And I'll say this, with these tracks I feel like FLO definitely did their own thing, but they really made sure to carve out that sound of R&B soul pop with a mixture of alternative, modern day R&B soul, rhythm and blues. And I feel cohesively with these records, like those tracks that I mentioned, I noticed that how it's modern day with a twist of more of their own signature sound of all those genres. And as far as I'm concerned, I feel like when I was listening to these tracks, I felt the chemistry, and I felt how creatively they are very involved in their music. Yet again, I have said time and time again, I said, you know what? Later when I was listening to music, I'm actually listening to FLO as their own girl group. And I hear the influences, but definitely what they did was Renee, Georgia, Stella, I know that they definitely made sure to even the sound of that mixture of versatility of like that. It's more of organic, futuristic sound too as well, because not just like R&B soul pop, but it's like that really mystic, that mystique sound of alternative R&B soul pop music. And I'll say a good example, like, okay, this track 888, the track 888 is a very empowerment, sexy, fun dance type of record, but it has more that like old school flavor of a little bit of Motown, but with a hint of R&B soul pop, rhythmic, rhythm and blues. This track stands out to me because when I was listening to it, I was like, wow, the trumpets, the very nice instrumentation. Now, their voices blend very beautifully because I can actually hear how they really are well put together. And it's one of these records that is like, it just slaps. It goes hard. It's very, very good. Walk Like This. Now, we all know Walk Like This. This song came out a couple months ago. I did a review on that. Go check it out. Gibson's 92 Walk Like This. I like the song because the Walk Like This was like, it's one of those fun, catchy, urban type of R&B pop records, but it's more like a pop bouncy feel, like the crossover. Like Walk Like This, a fun, sexy record with a bit of braggadocious feels to it, and it's just like I said. I feel like this track stands out to me too because I was like, Leonard, I actually heard the track for the first time. I said, wow, it's more like that futuristic pop futuristic style that they were going for. How does it feel? This song right here, sexy song, more like slow jam, but more of like that really nice layer, that texture R&B. But I actually, when I was listening to the song, how they like their layers of their vocals, I said their harmonies are on point, their melodies are on point, and they really stand out how they're singing. They're not singing just one direction. I can tell that they can actually sing on different layers of their music, so it's really good. Um, I love Check. I feel Check is one of my standout records. And I know, like, even with, like, pop dance records for girl groups, they'll pop sound where I was listening to, like, how that pop nostalgia, like, pop dance with a bit of an R&B twist. I feel like Check is one of those, like, fun up dance. It gives more like that beat of, like, an 808, but like a pop sound to it. So it just makes you want to dance. It's a feel good, like, song, you know, and it's just like tens all across the board. On and on. Bending My Rules. Bending My Rules. Now, I don't like Bending My Rules. I really enjoy Bending My Rules. And I feel Bending My Rules pretty much vocally is one of the strongest tracks that vocally they have really put in a lot of time of really being versatile, but sonically they can really sing on any track. Bending My Rules does have like that. I wouldn't just say just like an old school kind of feel R&B type of sound, but it has more like that contemporary sound of R&B soul music. So when I was listening to Bending My Rules, I said, literally, they actually pretty much were able to just like glide across. I mean, they really, this song was really standing out to me because I just was like listening to it and I said, yeah, they really have to, like, it's like they're that much of a versatile group that they can cater to all different, I would say, demographic of their fans. So that's great. I love it. Um, Caught Up. Now, I love that song Caught Up. As a FLO lifer, I love that song Caught Up. Because what I love about the song is the production to me stands out. The rhythm and blues bass line got the guitar riff to it. And when I actually have heard this song, I did a review of that. And I said, you know what I love about it? It just has like that really R&B pop group bass line contemporary sound. It gives like that 2000s real stank to it, but with a twist. But it's like very modern day. It's like the guitar line. I mean, I actually, you know, really I saw and I heard how they actually with this song, those kind of records, they really is more relatable. Personal relationships, you know, stuff like that, etc. But this song, you ask me, this song, I'll always play that song. I love that song. Now, let me get into the R&B soul alternative vibe, the up-tempo records a little bit. These records like Nocturnal and Shoulda, Woulda, Coulda. No, oh yeah, I can't even miss IWH2BMX. I mean, those three, all three of them, IWH2BMX, Nocturnal, Shoulda, Woulda, Coulda. Those three songs, I love them equally. There are no favorites, but I love the fact that they're bringing back that futuristic of R&B soul hip hop, and they put hip hop records a little bit like their R&B mesh with hip hop records on this album. But what I love about that sound too, you know how people they like to say it's not as marketable, it's not like it doesn't stand out. But a lot of those artists, they've made that sound really their own. So it feels so good. It sounds very well, and I actually sonically with that really grittiness and the edginess and the bass line, I definitely was like, well, these three songs they really stand out because barely they did a great job with that. They really did a great job. I mean, I was listening to, I was like, they're taking it back to futuristic days of R&B soul hip hop with a stank mode to it. What I mean by the stank mode, I'm like something that's really revolutionary in music, and they have shown that, and they have proved. I mean, they have like I said, all that versatility and that particular sound. They did a great job with this, with those three records. Um, I will say this: the versatility. What I love about the versatility of this album, I will be pretty much will say this: it does have that versatility. A lot of the records are girl empowerment, love, romantic relationships, finding themselves, and being. I would definitely say being women to push to the edge, and it's an edginess album as well. Because if you listen to it, it's like it's not an album where you play it and it's like it's really well put together. It's very cohesive, and I like the fact that they tap into different little bits of genres of their music. I even heard rock and roll music. There's a song, "I'm Just a Girl," and I'm not going to leave that out because they tapped into that rock and roll side of them, and I feel like that's good that they did tap into like the rock and roll aspect. But it fits very well for them. I really feel that it's a lot of that very this is cohesiveness. Now going back to the R&B soul pop nostalgia girl groups, FLO pretty much have carved a lane of their own. Sonically, I feel like there's a lot of really beautiful layers of production. And what I mean by that, the production, the audio engineer, the sound, their vocals are on point. The instrumentation is really nice. It's very, well, I'll say that the direction of the beats, the production, the sound, it switches up within like, okay, you'll listen to any song that if you're interested in listening to the album Access All Areas, if you listen to any of the songs of this album, it's going to take you back how the essence of music sounds and girl groups, how they sound for themselves and how they're reinventing the sound as girl groups. And I said, literally, as I've listened to Access All Areas, I definitely got an Access All Areas. So we had got access to like their creativity, their ability to really be unique and carve a lane for themselves, and to really stay true to their own, I would say, identity as musicians. And I don't look at them as a girl group, I look at them as musicians because the girl groups are musicians. But that's what I feel, that whole, like I said, they really put a lot of great work into this debut album. And yeah, so FLO Lifers, I definitely would say this debut album is really good. It's not just really good, it's a really amazing album, a breath of fresh air. It's very innovative, and I like the fact that they took their time on this album and they really made sure that we know who FLO are as a girl group for themselves. So that being said, guys, FLO Lifers, share your honest thoughts and opinions on this debut album from FLO. I love the art cover. It gives me like very fierce, sassy, the nostalgia, and the very it just gives me just all access areas hands down, period. So Renee, Georgia, Stella, y'all did amazing. Keep doing y'all thing. And with that being said, guys, stay tuned to the next episode of Get Since 92. Like, share, comment, subscribe down below. Hit that subscribe button, hit that notification button. As always, stay tuned on the next episode of Get Since 92.